Hello, hello. It is time for another update. I am back. Um, I'm going to start off by saying I got good news and I got some not so good news. All right. As you know, right now my YouTube channel is still in its early stages of my content. I only have a handful of let's plays out right now, and I'm experimenting with some things that may or may not work out best for my content or for me. Um, as I have stated numerous times within a lot of my videos, um, I live in a very busy household. Uh, because of reasons I'm not getting into, everyone ended up having to move back into my parents' house, and that includes my sister and her 4 kids. And my sister's boyfriend recently just moved in and his 3 kids. Now, my gaming setup is currently in the common area. It's the busiest point of the house, um, right next to the kitchen. I basically turned the old dining room into my gaming area, which wasn't an issue for the longest time until I started making content. Then it got to the point where I had to start asking people to please be out of the room during recording or streaming hours, which is why everything was on a very set schedule of 11 to 2, because at that point all the kids were at school with the exception of my sister's youngest, who at the point is being watched by my dad downstairs. So you might hear him a little bit in the background when he starts getting a little noisy, but it's not too big of a deal. I tried my hardest to cut all that out, and because I'm still working with a really crappy microphone, uh, the quality of it and being able to muffle background noise is a bit of a challenge for me. Well, now with more people staying at our house and it becoming even more busier with even more kids, especially with a second youngest that is also not going to be at school between 11 and 2, it's making recording videos a little more difficult. Now, I'm not too concerned when it comes to streaming, because streaming is just going to be straight up raw footage of if you hear noises in the background, it's like, oh, that's just other people, yada yada yada. But I didn't want that for my let's plays, um, which made it very difficult to record. Um, that, and as well as um, the fact that I still do not currently have an income, and I have been in the process of looking for a job, which I'm going to have to ramp up a little bit more. I don't have a lot of time to be able to record, research, and edit information for my videos, which made me feel like the content was very lackluster and just kind of, there, right? Like it didn't seem like I was really giving it my all or trying. It was just me playing a game, giving you some bits of information here and there, and a lot of it just seemed very sped up and forced. Looking through a lot of my videos, um, so that leads me to my first bit of information: the not so good news. After Final Fantasy IV, I am canceling any further let's plays for my channel, um, which was inevitably going to happen anyways, because for one, I wanted the let's plays to be more concise, compact, informational, as well yet as fun videos of games where I could more generic or pixelated games, like the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster series. But when it came to new games, that like blind playthroughs of games that I have not played before, when it comes to uh, like more grander scale, bigger, like open world games, and as well as more cinematic or voiced games, I was planning on streaming all of them anyways. So eventually I would have ended up um getting to a point where I ran out of games to let's play, right? And even right now, I don't have too many games in my arsenal that I can actually let's play. Because when you incorporate voice acting and cut scenes and big open world games, it becomes much more difficult to try to figure out where is a good stopping point for a let's play. To where it's like, um, did I have enough content in this one video without having the video be an hour long? And I don't have enough experience in the field of let's plays to really have an answer for that. So I felt like because of the way that I like to play video games, whereas a more casual, sarcastic, and funny tone as I try to be, I'm naturally funny. I don't force jokes. I just say what jokes come to my head, which is why sometimes I say jokes that yeah I find a little bit questionable, but I don't mean it to be questionable. Like the frying pan joke in my last episode of Final Fantasy IV. If you watch that, anyways, um, but I'm gonna have to start ramping up looking for a job because I am going to need some income. Uh, so the let's play format is going away. All right. I don't have the time to do it. It is way I don't want to say it's way too much work because I do enjoy recording and editing and researching this information because even I find things that I didn't truly know. Um but it just takes up way too much time. Time I don't have. Um and if I want to get anywheres with any of this, I need to utilize my time best for me, and that would be streaming. It would be easier for me to stream, and that way I can still pump out content, uh, and it's more interactable. Uh, Generally, it's a much funner place to be than just watching a guy talking to the void. I'd actually have people to talk to, and even then, uh, streaming honestly, streaming is just funner for me. I enjoy streaming a lot more because I don't have to worry about recording a video, ending the recording of a video, monitoring my time so much to make sure that the video is not going on too long, and then having to rush to get it edited so I can get it out at a timely schedule um, to make my videos consistent. It's like it was just way too much of a headache. And I just don't think that that's what I really want to do. Though I do love giving information, and I can still do that in streams. I can still give out various bits of information, like uh, first appearances of certain enemies or whatever. If I'm playing through like ongoing series, um, I can give lore information or even how a mechanic works. I know this is all information that people can just look up. I was trying my best to put it all in one video, so like people didn't have to scour the internet to try to find all the bits of information that they wanted. So I tried my best to do that. But even I had difficulties trying to find all this stuff, and I don't have any help with any of this. I don't have other people to turn to get information. I don't have anyone that can help me edit my videos. I don't have like any help. I have my one friend who gives me a lot of feedback. Um, but that's about it. They don't generally help me in the process. They just tell me how they feel about all of it. Um, and so with all of that being said, uh, I do want to say that there's not going to be any new videos this week. The next episode of the Let's Play is not coming out this week. That will come out on Monday, and I'm not going to be streaming uh, this week, or like I won't be streaming this week, Thursday or Friday. Um, because I'm in the process of moving my setup around. I'm uh I'm moving everything back up into my bedroom. I'm gonna organize everything to a point where I can get all my stuff up there, so I'd have a more quieter place. And that will bring me up to the good news. I am going to start streaming full time after Final Fantasy 4 Pixel Master is done. I'm going to go to full time streaming. I'm not going to be under any set schedule. I'll just stream whenever I feel like playing a game, uh, which is quite often. I'll just stream. It's whatever. Uh, that could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. I'm not going to really think much of it. I'm just going to stream, and it's going to be that. But there's not going to be any stream right now because I'm moving everything around. And uh, as for my YouTube channel, I am going to still utilize it. I'm going to put all the VODs from Twitch on YouTube as I have been doing. And I'm going to um, I'm going to still use my editing software. I'm going to edit highlights of my VODs to compact it into like a 30-minute hour long video, depending on how I feel like doing it. I might do highlights um uh per different. Sorry, my brother's making coffee. That's my point. It's too noisy in the common area, so I have to move my setup. Um, it's hard to get around all of this noise. He tries to be as quiet as possible, but some things you just can't help. Anyways, I'll be making highlight videos. It'll depend on if I decide to do it per each stream, make a highlight of each stream, or depending on the game, each individual chapter, right? So like, and if I'm playing a shorter game, like I'm gonna be streaming Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, I could just do a highlight of the entire freaking game. Um, it's going to be a play by play basis of how I do the highlights, but I will be making highlights of my streams, and all the VODs will be going to YouTube. So YouTube won't be completely dead in the water. Um, and there has been a couple of ideas still rattling around in my head. I have mentioned in my very first update video back when I started everything that I was thinking about like talking about other things that is outside just playing games. And I'm that idea is still rattling around in my head of like making a month by month video, educational video of sorts, talking about the lore implications or the um, like how a certain thing came to be. Like for example, for Final Fantasy, right? And I keep bringing up Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy as well as Kingdom Hearts are the two games that I know the most about. Right? I can pull out lore out of out of any orifice of my body and give it to you. So Final Fantasy is the easiest example I could do with this, especially because it's a long going franchise where all the games are, not, for the most part, not connected. But like, for example, I can give you an entire rundown of Bahamut, right? His real world mythology of where he came from, the references of him, where he started, the progression of Bahamut throughout the series. And I could just give you like a 30-minute to an hour long rundown about this one particular topic. But that would require a lot of research, a lot of editing, and a lot of a lot of work and time that I don't currently have right now. So this is an idea that's running through my head of something that I can do month by month, right? Like, and the first of every single month, I release a video talking about a specific topic, and it doesn't have to stay just video games, and it doesn't have to just stay like I can talk about any franchise that I know very well. Like I could talk about Assassin's Creed, I could talk about God of War, I could talk about Greek mythology, you know. certain characters in that. I can talk about uh, I can talk about the MCU and Marvel, a certain Marvel character, give you the entire rundown of Iron Man or Shala Ball. Uh, like these are things that I could do, and I could just make informational videos about these things um, every month uh, as another thing on my channel. But that is a long way in the future. I'm still thinking about it. Because as I mentioned, with the reason I'm not doing Let's Plays anymore is I don't have the time, right? With job hunting and then hopefully eventually getting a job will really cut down my time. So it'll be a lot easier to just stream around those time gaps that I can't do. Um, but if that is something that everyone is interested in me doing, please let me know. I will mull it over if enough people are interested in that kind of content. The only issue I have with that kind of content is it will make my um my audience very widespread, right? Like someone might start following me because they want information about a particular game. Like they're really into God of War and they like all the information I'm giving about the God of War series. But then next month I decide to drop um a hour long documentary about freaking Captain America, and they just don't care. And then now I have the people that like the MCU or Marvel, and next month I drop something about Helios, god of the sun, and now they don't care. And it's like now I have multiple different people waiting months waiting months for me to drop the next information bubble about God of War, Helios, or the next Marvel character. And then even then, it's a matter of am I dropping information about a character in the specific subject that they even care about, right? Like I could talk about the evolution of Kratos and all of that, and they may be interested in it. And then 4 months roll by, and then I drop information about Atreus, and they just don't care, right? Same thing with Marvel. It's like I could drop information about Captain America. They're locked in. They're waiting till the next one. They're waiting months in advance. And now I drop information about uh, Damien Hellfire, and he's like, and I say that name, and I know that no one knows who that is. Damien Hellfire is the sister of Santana. They're basically Mephisto's kids in Marvel Comics. But that's my point. I could drop all this information about characters that people don't know about, and they won't be interested because they don't know about them. Um, so then now they just waited months for nothing, and these people are now only watching a video of mine once every 8 months or once every year, and it's like it just becomes way too widespread. Um, and especially if I'm doing it once a month. Now, if I did it once a week, that would be better. But because I have no help, I have no one to help to edit, no one to help research all of this stuff, and I'm doing it all alone. I can't there's no way I can do that within a week and still keep up my streaming because I'll spend way too much time just trying to get a video out that is of good quality and very informational on these subjects, especially when talking about something that is 30, 40 years old. That's a lot of information to go through. And I want to be able to do it once a week without help. So I'd end up only doing it like once a month. Um, so there's that. But let me know in the comments or whatever if you guys would like information like that. If that is something that people want to do, I can always do a poll system, right? I could open up a Patreon, do a Patreon poll or something. I don't know. Or I think I could do polls on YouTube. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still new at all this. I've only been doing this for a couple of months now. But I can always open up a poll if possible and see what characters people are interested in hearing about. I could do multiple polls. I could do a I can do a topic. Uh I can do a topic, and then when I get that poll, I could do um character and stuff. But we'll play it by ear. Just let me know in the comments if that is something you wanted to know. But going into all this, right? The next video of Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster will be up on Monday, and it's already recorded. I already recorded it. Um, I don't have time this week to edit it. The quality of it is going to be a little questionable, simply for the fact that I was vastly distracted when recording it, and it's one of the things that led me to realizing I just got to move my stuff. Um, so hopefully from Tuesday on, the quality of my stuff is better, and I seem a little bit more focused. Plus, there's also the great thing of moving my entire setup will allow me for more time, which means because currently right now, I don't wake up particularly early, right? Because I stay up kind of late at night because I'm a night owl. Um, I don't wake up particularly early, but when I do wake up, I get coffee, I run through a couple of things on my computer, and then start recording, right? So I'm recording within 2 hours of waking up, so I'm kind of groggy. I'm tired because I feel forced to have to record um, within a certain time frame, right? That's not going to be the case anymore. I can record and stream whenever I want because I will have complete and utter silence and freedom. There might be a knock on my door every now and again, but for the most part, it's complete and utter silence. Unless they're running up and down the halls again. But kids will be kids. I'm hoping that my microphone doesn't pick them up too much. Anyways, so that being said, I can have longer stream hours at a better point in the day. I do think that the point in time that I am doing any streaming right now is a very downside of it's a very big downtime for Twitch. I feel like I don't feel like a lot of people are on that early because if I'm recording at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right? The only people that would watch me early in the morning are people in another country because um, unless people get up, do their daily morning routines, and then immediately get on Twitch and happen to find my videos, um, nobody in the East, on the East Coast, is going to be tuning into my streams that early in the morning. And then, especially considering the fact that the other time zones to the west of me are going to be 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, the Pacific Standard Time is going to be what, 8 to 10, right? No, 8 till 11. I streamed from 11 to 2 for 3 hours. So eight to 11. It's like nobody's going to be on Twitch that early in the morning. And if they are on Twitch that early in the morning, they're not watching me. They're on Twitch for a specific reason. They're on there to watch someone that they usually always watch. So with the changing of my setup and everything to move it all upstairs into my room, I'll be able to not record. I'll be able to stream later on in the day and for a longer period of time. So I can record at random from like 6 to midnight if I really felt like it, right? And I plan on streaming generally anytime I feel like playing a video game, right? Um, Now if I'm already halfway through a video game, I'm not going to just pop open Twitch and start streaming a game that I'm already working through. I'll essentially start a new game if I'm going to stream it. Um, which, with that being said, though, I got some good surprises for everyone. On Monday, I am having a birthday stream. I am going to be showcasing some new things, and we're going to be playing a new game. Stay tuned. I don't want to reveal what that game is yet. Pop on in. But we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing a new game. We're going to have a good time. I might actually be streaming for a majority of the day. Uh, it is a game that I've been really wanting to go back through. And yeah, if you're interested in joining me for a birthday stream, come on down. I don't think I have much more to say. It's just I'm promoting that I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I'm reorganizing things, so there's not going to be any videos today. A couple ideas running through my head, as well as let's plays are done. Plus, another reason I'm closing out on the let's plays is I do think that I'm 15 years too late. Anyone that wants to watch a let's play nowadays already has someone that they're following that they watch religiously. I don't think anyone at this point in time is actively looking for a new let's play person. Um, I don't think let's plays are dead in the water. They're obviously not. I still watch a bunch of let's plays myself. Um, but I do think that it is almost impossible at this point in time to really get started with let's plays, and especially if my quality is suffering through my lack of time. So I just think it's better, it's more fun, it doesn't feel as much like a chore to just stream. I'm just gonna start streaming, and Monday is going to see to the start of um a new uh a new adventure. Now, I'm not going to be streaming too much at first. I'm only streaming on Monday because it's my birthday. I'm not going to be streaming too much at first because I do got to finish Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remastered. I need to get that out next week, so I'm going to start recording that again on Tuesday, and then I'm going to be recording that Tuesday and Wednesday, and then back to recording it on Monday the following day. I'm going to keep my current schedule for now of recording 2 days a week and then streaming 2 days a week, but it will be a lot easier because I can record later on in the day. With the exception of Tuesday, I have to record that one pretty early because I do not have a video set to go up for Tuesday. So I do need to record that and then edit that to get that up for Tuesday. But I can easily uh, uh, work around the following week of recording later on in the day because I won't be so pressed to try to get a video out. Um, but because like the entire issue wouldn't be a problem right now if I was able to record this week. But as I said, I'm moving things around, so I can't really record too much. I'm just popping on to do a very quick. This is very quick. It's almost 30 minutes long. Update video. I had a lot of information. A lot of things are changing, but um, I got some surprises. I hope one of those surprises gets here soon, though, because that's going to determine on whether or not I can play the game that I want to play. If it doesn't get here in time, then I'm going to have to play Stardew again, and I really don't want to play that for my birthday stream. I love Stardew to death. It is a very chill game, but I am getting a little burnt out of it playing it 2 times every single week, and I do want to mix it up a little bit, playing Stardew every now and again, but ultimately getting to other video games. I do have other options that I am able to play. Um, but yeah, I think that is it. I hope to see everyone in my streams on Monday. I hope my brother wasn't too loud making coffee. Uh, and yeah, I'm sorry that the Let's Plays are It's not going to be a thing anymore. But I will play Final Fantasy 5 and then 6 on on Twitch at a later date. Um, and I also, as much as I love Final Fantasy, like so far my content has been nothing but Final Fantasy and Stardew. And I don't want to lock myself into being a single Final Fantasy like player. Like I am a hardcore Final Fantasy fan. I love every single Final Fantasy game. I personally think that there's not a single bad one. I think every game has their pros and their cons. And I really hope I do not get a lot of flack for the cons I have to say about 6. But 7 is also my favorite game, and I have cons about that one as well. um, every game has pros, every game has cons. Just because they have cons does not mean it's a bad game. I still enjoy 6, but some of the issues I have with 6 are personal opinions of mine and not problems with the game. Um, but I'll get into that whenever I play Final Fantasy 6. Um, but I do still like 6 like a lot. Like I've mentioned it in one of my let's plays. But like, if you're not hypercritical about a game, are you really a fan of it? It's like if you're a fan of a game or a series, you should be understanding enough to know that it has its flaws. It's not perfect, you know, but 6 is ultimately a perfect game with a couple of things that just bothers me personally. It's nothing major, but it is some wild hot takes. If you're curious about my hot takes, come watch me stream. I'll be playing that at some point, but I have to get through 5 first. Um, now, with these games being on, I know I keep trying to end the update, but I just have more and more things to say with these games being streamed now rather than let's play format. It will be harder for me to generally showcase everything, but I am still going to try my hardest to complete every game I play to the best of my abilities. If I can't complete it, then I can't complete it. Like, for example, I can complete Final Fantasy 1 through 6 easily, right? I can complete Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8 as long as I can get that abolish the random rule. It's very difficult to do. It's very hard to do. I have to remember the exact way to do it. I cannot, for the life of me, complete or platinum because I am a completionist and I am a platinum hunter, trophy hunter, achievement hunter. There's no way in hell I am doing Final Fantasy 9. I am not doing the jump rope minigame. I am not jumping for 1,000 times. That is not happening. Final Fantasy X, I will try my best, but I am telling you right now, I have never been able to do the lightning dodges, and I have never been able to do the chocobo races. If you've played the Final Fantasy franchise, you know what I'm talking about. But oh, dang it, I'm trying to mute my mic. Sorry about that. Something got caught in my throat. The reason I mentioned this is I wanted to bring up that if it is within my skill set, um, if it is within my skill set, I will definitely 100% or platinum complete a game. If it is outside of my skill set, but I feel like it might be possible, I will try. I will try and I will succeed. I will keep on trying until I succeed. Like, for example, the data battles in Final Fantasy 2, or not Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 2. I have never beaten them, not all of them. I will try and I will succeed. I want to platinum the Kingdom Hearts series. That is one thing I will do. But if I know for a fact I will never be able to do it, I'm not even going to try. Meaning, I'm not going to do the jump rope in Final Fantasy, and I'm not going to be doing the platforming in Expedition 33. I am sorry. I can't do that. I cannot do platforming. It is way too stressful for me. Like I can do some platforming games, like God of War, the original ones have a little bit of platforming. I'm fine with that. I've played a bunch of Crash Bandicoot growing up. I'm okay with platforming, but platforming in a game that is not meant for platforming is a different story. Expedition 33 was not designed with platforming in mind, and those Gestalt, I think they're called Gestalt. No, Gestalt is the mode in Final Fantasy 13. Uh, I don't remember what they're called. The mini games in Expedition 33, I just cannot do. I have tried them for hours, and they are very difficult. Now, if y'all want me to suffer and watch me through on Steam, if I play Expedition 33 again, I still haven't done the new dungeon, so I might replay through Expedition 33 at some point. Because I haven't done the new dungeon yet. I can give them a try, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going to quit. I can't do it. Um, like even the platforming in Kingdom Hearts 1 is pretty difficult because the game's not designed around platforming. Luckily, you do get skills later on that basically makes platforming null and void, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. But the early stages of the game is a bit difficult because of the platforming mechanics. Um, though Kingdom Hearts 1 has a very, very soft place in my heart. And yeah, it's like, but I will try. I will try. Um, Final Fantasy Part 7 Part 3 is coming out probably next year for the 30th anniversary. So I do plan on playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Rebirth at some point again. Um, I'm just deciding on if I want to play that now or if I want to play that after we get the release date for part 3. I'm debating. Um, but that being said, I have already beaten Remake and Rebirth, but I have not beaten hard mode of Remake, and I haven't done all the mini games and stuff of Rebirth. So I am planning on replaying through these games to complete them. Meaning y'all get to watch me suffer through the mini games. Yay. Uh, look, I'm gonna be real here with you guys. I just want to play Rebirth again because I'm addicted to Queen's Blood. Don't tell anyone. I just want to play more Queen's Blood. I really do. They need to just drop a Queen's Blood video game at this point. That's all I want. Just give me more Queen's Blood. Okay. This update's been going on for way too long. I think I got everything out of the way that I wanted to talk about with respect to the future of what's going to happen. So I hope to see you all in my Twitch on Twitch in my stream on Twitch. My sentences got a little mixed up there for a sec. On Monday, on my birthday. It's Monday, right? Yes. No. Yes. Yes. It's Monday. Okay. I had to check my calendar to double check. It's like, is it Monday or is it Tuesday? It's Monday. Yes. The 23rd. Coming to my stream. Hope to see you all there. I'll be playing something new and I got some things to show off. So I hope to see everyone there. I'll drop my Twitch info in the down below right now because I can't put links in the bio yet. And until next time, hope to see you all in my stream. Take care. Bye bye.